The wealthy young lady came to her rural husband's home for the first time and actually saw her husband's mother Mary drying fish with a Rolls Royce. This scene directly stunned her. When she came inside to eat, she found that all the chopsticks in the house were made of pure silver. Mary explained that this way it wouldn't damage the texture of the meat. So under her persuasion, Lucy tasted a bite of abalone. Unexpectedly, the taste was even better than what Michelin restaurants made. However, Mary explained that these were just home-cooked dishes. As soon as these words came out, Lucy instantly felt that her husband's family background was not simple. And right at this moment, her husband Jack, who had gone out to sell fish, came back. Lucy turned around to look and was stunned by his appearance. It turned out the two actually knew each other. Just a day earlier, when Jack went out to sell fish, he came across an old man suddenly falling on the road. He kindly went forward to help, but unexpectedly was framed by the man. The noise instantly attracted passers-by. The old man kept repeating that Jack had knocked him down. He even demanded Jack to pay him money. No matter how Jack explained, no one believed him. They even told him to quickly take the old man to the hospital. Just as Jack was at a loss, Lucy, who was passing by, couldn't stand it anymore. She stood up and told the old man to stop pretending. She bluntly said she had already recorded a video. Clearly, it was the old man who fell himself, yet he turned around and framed Jack. At first, the old man still wanted to deny it. When he heard Lucy say she would call the police, the old man said nothing more and immediately got up and left the scene. And it was from this moment that Jack was deeply attracted to Lucy. Just as he was about to step forward to express thanks, Lucy was blocked by several luxury cars. It turned out Lucy was once the wife of a rich young man. But because the rich young man had died unexpectedly, Lucy's widow status was despised by his family. And now, the rich young man's younger sister, Laura, had reached marrying age. Because she once had a marriage agreement with a man who sold fish, but she didn't want to marry and suffer hardships. She only wanted to marry a second-generation rich man. So she begged her grandfather to give up this marriage. But her grandfather, for the sake of face, did not agree. So Laura's mother ordered people to bring Lucy over and bluntly told Lucy to replace her daughter to marry that man who sold fish. At first, Lucy strongly refused, but they threatened her with her mother's life. Helpless, Lucy had no choice but to agree. On the wedding day, Laura's husband used a luxury car to pick up his bride. By contrast, on Lucy's side, there only came a shabby truck for hauling goods. This sharp contrast made Laura and her mother even more arrogant. Not only did they publicly mock Lucy for her marriage, they even hurled harsh words at her. But for the sake of her mother, Lucy didn't argue with them. She got on the truck that came to pick her up and went to her rural husband's home. Unexpectedly, just as she arrived at her husband's doorstep, she was startled by a hen that suddenly flew out. Before she could react, she accidentally stepped on chicken droppings. At this moment, Mary also noticed Lucy. Worried she was hungry, Mary warmly led Lucy to eat. Lucy was stunned at the delicacies laid out on the table. There were not only king crabs and abalone, but even the utensils were made of pure silver. Just as she was filled with doubt, Jack rode back on a small tricycle. The two looked at each other and quickly recognized one another. Jack was stunned by the scene before him. Soon, under his mother's reminder, Jack remembered to give Lucy a gift. Lucy, very reluctant, took the package covered with fish scales. When she opened it, she was surprised to find that inside was actually a pile of gold bangles. Lucy looked at Jack in shock. Mary, seeing this, thought Lucy didn't like them. She turned and scolded her son for not being willing to spend money on good things. The next second, Jack presented a diamond-encrusted necklace. Lucy was so shocked she couldn't speak. In her heart, she was deeply puzzled about what kind of family Jack really came from, to be able to afford such expensive gifts. She immediately questioned them. "Is your family really selling fish?" Mary replied bluntly that their family had run fish farms for generations. After speaking, she told her son to take Lucy to see their fish farm. Soon, the two came to the fish pond. Jack introduced to Lucy that his family had contracted 80% of the mountain area suitable for farming. They not only had all kinds of farms, but also other industry chain factories. After speaking, Jack handed Lucy a bank card with $100 million. He told her to use it as pocket money. Seeing Lucy's face of disbelief, Jack had no choice but to reassure her. After all, their family's annual income was about tens of billions of dollars. It was only at this moment that Lucy realized her rural husband's identity was not simple. The next day, while Lucy was delivering food, she was suddenly invited by Jack to attend a banquet. So much so that she didn't even have time to change her clothes. Unexpectedly, as soon as she arrived at the venue, she ran into Laura and her rich second-generation husband. Lucy was just about to run away when Laura saw her. She was immediately stopped by Laura. Laura, full of mockery, asked Lucy, a delivery woman, what she was doing at such a high-end banquet. Without waiting for Lucy to answer, she snatched the drink from her hand and poured it directly onto Lucy in front of everyone. Helpless, Lucy had no choice but to say she was waiting for someone here. She would leave soon. But Laura refused to let go, saying this was a banquet attended by business association bigwigs. How could a rural person like Lucy be waiting for anyone here? She must have come to steal something. If the president of the business association held her accountable, she couldn't bear it. After hearing this, Laura's rich husband immediately ordered people to search her, to see if Lucy had actually stolen something. Seeing Lucy react so strongly, Laura was very certain this was a guilty conscience. She believed Lucy had stolen. Even though Lucy strongly explained she hadn't stolen anything, Laura still didn't believe. During their argument, the necklace Jack had given Lucy fell to the ground. Laura was stunned when she saw it. This was a globally limited diamond necklace worth $50 million. She immediately believed it was something Lucy had stolen. No matter how Lucy explained it was a gift from her husband, Laura refused to believe it. She thought a fish seller could never afford something so expensive. She ignored any explanation from Lucy and immediately ordered people to teach Lucy a lesson. Fortunately, at the critical moment, a voice stopped them.